January 2023 came and went with much enthusiasm and goodwill to make artwork. Hi, my name is Vanessa and I make art videos on anything art related, a little bit of this and that. If that speaks to you, consider subscribing. Today I would like to share with you my monthly favorites. This is a new series that I'm starting this year. I'm going to share with you my favorite and most used art supplies of January 2023. If that is interesting to you, stay tuned. Before I start sharing my favorite supplies, I wanted to mention how excited I am to make artwork this year, and this month has been a really good month for me as far as art production. I really feel like I'm getting into the groove of things, and I hope the same for you. Here is a little progress check on my moleskin. This is my drawing sketchbook, so I've been doing quite a bit of drawing this month along with my watercolor sketchbook. This is for all wet media. I'm going to be leaving some timestamps down below, and I'm going to do this video in two parts. One part is going to be the media, and the second part is going to be miscellaneous. So the first item I have to share with you are these wonderful Kuretake pins. They come in an assortment of colors. I have pink, green, black, a navy blue, and a brown. The nib is a finer brush tip, and you can get some nice thinner lines, and with more pressure and using more of the side of the nib, you can get a wider application of the ink. The nib is on the firm side, which makes it easy to draw with. You have more control with a firmer nib. I really like how the ink is bold, so the colors are pretty intense. They don't seem weak or uneven when you make your stroke on the paper. It's pretty consistent throughout, light pressure or firm pressure on the paper, which I like to achieve sometimes with some of my drawings. So I really did enjoy these pins. So the range of the line, as I mentioned before, is good. So you can go fine. You can do a fine line with using the very tip of the nib, and by using the side of the nib you can get a more of a wide application. So I enjoyed using these pins this month, and I'm glad that I discovered these new brush tip pins, and I think they're just going to be one of my top brush tip pins. If you've been watching my channel, I bet you can guess what's coming next. And you're right, these are the Kuretake Clean Color Real Brush Tip Pins. I love this new product, and it is a newer product to me, and these are brush tip pins, but I consider these more of like a marker type of pin, so they are, in my opinion, in a different category than the previous pins that I showed you. And these are great because they come in a wide range of colors that you can use and really do some nice drawings and illustrations with. If you are interested in learning more about these pins, I did make a review specifically on these, so I'll link that down below. But in review, these are great because you can get a fine line to a wide range of application depending on how you use them. So as I mentioned, there is a wide range of colors, pale to more of a darker tone, and so you can get transparent to more opaque depending on the color that you're working with, and actually building up the color by layering them. Now moving on to the next supply that I have been using and reaching for this month. I have fallen in love again with my Prismacolors, and this is in the 24 set. These are well known as as being great color pencils to work with. They are easy to layer and blend. I like this limited, shall we say, color palette of only 24 colored pencils, and that's because I can actually mix my own colors and customize them by blending them and making my own. So that is great for really learning how to color with colored pencil. I really recommend doing that if you are new to working with color or a new artist, because learning the basics on color theory and how to mix your colors is really going to set a strong foundation for you up ahead in your art journey. And although I have years of experience working with color, I do like to go back and revisit the basics from time to time just to make sure that my skills are up to speed and just a refresher on how to do the basics. What's next? And yes, it's watercolor. You know that I have to have at least one color palette as my monthly favorite, and this one is the Rosa Gallery in the Romantic set. This is my first time working with the Rosa Gallery, and I am absolutely impressed with the quality and color payoff. You get full-size pans, they're easy to re-wet, and like I said, the color range is just beautiful. I highly recommend these if you're into watercolors, want something that is more on the affordable side. I like the color of the teal tin. It is durable. It's got a thumb ring at the bottom. I just really like these Rosa Gallery watercolors, and I'm glad I have them in my collection. Next we have some more watercolor. This one is from Rubens. And this is also another one that I consider more on the affordable side, but still has that artist-like quality. Really enjoyed playing with these, and these were also easy to re-wet, and the pigmentation is good. This specific set is more of your traditional introductory set with your basic colors that you will need to do pretty much any painting you would like. There are enough colors of primaries and some secondary colors for you to mix and expand your color range. I wanted to take a moment and show you how beautiful this tin is. I believe this specific one is a holiday set, but I'm not too sure. I'll leave it linked down below, but look how beautiful this metallic tin is. I just love it. This next supply is actually something that's very useful, a useful tool. This is a 6-inch ruler, and this specific one is from Erin Condren. However, it doesn't matter what brand you get, any 6-inch ruler I highly recommend to have in your artist toolkit. Just love this small ruler. It's lightweight, portable for on-the-go sketching, and convenient, and a perfect size for working in a sketchbook. This specific one I'm using here is actually a journal from Archer and Olive. So this is not my current sketchbook I work with. This is my, or what I call my brain dumping sketchbook or journal, where I just pretty much put all my thoughts in when I am planning things. Here I am stuffing it in, putting this into my handy dandy pencil case. This ruler has been well used and much loved this month. Next we have another useful tool, and this is going to be an eraser, specifically a kneaded eraser from Faber-Castell. I have tried some other brands like Prismacolor, and that one wasn't as soft as this one. This one is very soft and pliable, It is just great. Gently erases, so when you are lifting up pencil from your paper, it doesn't really tear up your paper. It is moldable, so I like that I can change the shape and clean it by molding it. And it's just fun to use. It's oddly satisfying. You can do subtractive work with your drawings and blurring edges and highlighting. Erasers are great tools for adding detail work and actually using it, as I mentioned, in a subtractive way by lifting up the graphite or color pencil, that you can actually draw with the eraser. And this one has been one of my favorites this month. Another thing that I specifically love about this Faber-Castell Kneaded eraser, that it comes with a little container to store this little thing, because if you've ever had a kneaded eraser before and you store it without it being in a container, all kinds of things, lint, other items get stuck to it, so it is protected. And the last thing I have to share with you is a book that I'm currently reading. This one is called Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain, and this is from Betty Edwards. I'm currently on chapter 5 of this book, and I am absolutely loving it. It has such great information for artists, and I am an art teacher, so I always like to continue working on professional development, and this book is a very great resource for me to supplement my instruction. If you're interested, I could do a sort of book review or report for you if you would like. Let me know down in the comments if that's something you would be interested in, but it's gonna take me some months before I finish this. I'm reading it slowly and enjoying it. I would like to share with you the next video that's coming next week. It's going to be a swatch party. I am going to be swatching these beautiful watercolor and gouache for you. It was requested by a wonderful subscriber, so look out for that next week. Well, that wraps up the video today and my monthly favorites for this month, January 2023. I anticipate on making more artwork for the rest of this year, and I will definitely share with you guys next month what my favorite and most used art supplies are. I hope that you found this video useful, helpful, and or entertaining. If that is the case, please give this video a like. It really does help the channel, and it lets me know if it's something that you're interested in seeing in the future. I want to thank you for spending your time with me today and watching. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful and creative day. I'll see you next time.